The table above lists the lengths to the nearest inch of a random sample of 21 brown bullhead fish. The outlier measurement of 24 inches is an error. So this 24 is an error. Of the mean, median, and range of the values listed, which will change the most if the 24-inch measurement is removed from the data. Okay, so a couple things to keep in mind. How do you calculate the mean or the average, the median, and the range? Okay, well, the average is just the total number of lengths, in this case of the fish, divided by the total number of fish, okay? And we know that average doesn't change a lot with the more samples you have, with the more measurements you have, okay? So the more you have, the less the sample changes, or the less that the average changes. Now the median is just the middle number. So if I start taking one off from here, one from there, here, there, here, there, and if I continue, I'll get my median probably somewhere around the middle, which will be just 12. All right. Now, the range is calculated by taking the difference between the smallest measurement and the biggest measurement. In this case, for the range, it'll be 24 minus 8, which will give us 16. Okay, with me? Now let's calculate the range if we exclude the outlier, the 24. So now our second biggest number is going to be 16. That'll be our biggest number if we exclude 24. So now the range is going to be 16 minus 8, which will give us 8. So the difference in ranges before and after excluding the 24-inch measurement is 8. Now that's a lot. Now if you think about the average probably won't change that much. Certainly nowhere near 8. You can try it for yourself. You can calculate the average by adding all the lengths and dividing it by the total number of fish and comparing that to the same average if you're dividing by just 20 instead of 21. You will see that for both the average and the median is actually not going to change that much because it will just be 12 again. You have 4 sets of 12 right here, so the median won't actually change. And therefore, the biggest change of those listed will be the range, okay? And for these types of questions, whenever you're asked which of the following will change the most by removing an outlier, you can probably bet it's the range if the difference between the outlier or the highest value or the lowest value to the second lowest or second highest is very big. So in this case, the difference between 24 and 16 is 8. But the difference between 16 and 15 is just 1. Between 15 and 15 is just 0. 15 and 14 is 1. So the pattern here is like 1, 0, 1, 0. But then you see an 8. That will probably tell you, just because there's a big difference, that the range will most likely be affected.